Hello, welcome. I am AJ of EverythingAJ's, and in today's video I'm going to show you some of my bead organization, give you a few tips on what system I'm using, as well as show you how I've set up an outdoor photography space. It is outdoor from my actual studio, which is a shed in the backyard, so I've worked really hard on being able to utilize that space for a comfort zone as well as a zone so that I have an indoor-outdoor space with the natural light and I can set up different products and have just a very easy way of getting natural photography within an instant. I also have clients that come over to this area, so I figured it would be a really fun space to show the different types of things that I create, as well as have that utilization of this space in my beautiful backyard. I've also been working on my garden, of course, and everybody's got to do some different things for the summertime, and this year my biggest project was deciding to actually plant up my big statue in the backyard. I did just skip doing water altogether and planted both levels of the statue, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I love it in the daytime, and it just glows at night. I am 100% happy with the fact that I decided to do this year because I love all the flowers and I love to stop and enjoy nature in its beauty. So let's get back to the project and the video itself before I get distracted and back into my garden. Okay, this is the system I'm using. It is made by Iris and it is created for the purpose of Legos. It is literally sold for Lego organization. It is an 8-drawer unit. It has individual compartments in each drawer. There are 2 compartments. It is layered together in each drawer. So altogether I have just a phenomenal amount of organization for my beads. Now, don't judge me on not having all of my beads straight with color because I do combine colors. I find that it gives me a way to be creative, and that way when I'm setting out my trays on my creative space here in my table, I can just simply see all the different sizes that I'm using as well as the different colors perhaps I'm going for, and it makes it super simple to just go with it really quickly. Now, another tip that I use for small beads, and again I'm combining colors, but I use a very small drawer unit. I do separate the shapes, I do separate the size, and I only use in like 3 different drawers. Typically, when I'm setting up my table, I will take this drawer unit and put it right on the table. It's just easy to pull out a couple of drawers and grab what I need. It's a small unit too, so it fits very well. Here is another example of how I've set up those drawer units. Now, one thing that I do want to note is once I complete my sun catchers, I'm putting charms on them. So you can see here I've got one side on the left that is completed with the charms added, and the right side here has no charms added yet. So what I have for my organization in order to complete these details, which I think is a huge selling point of my design, is I use a Plano tackle box. This tackle box has 4 individual compartments and each one is able to be pulled out. I do have my charms organized by category in some way, and this keeps it simple for me to be able to pull out these charms, and I can set them up on my table space and be able to quickly create those finishing touches of the sun catcher. I do this on every single sun catcher that I have. I find that it's really important to have my individual style and touch to the design in which I create. Here you can see it on my table, so I will literally just stack them on top of each lid, and they just sit very simply right in front of me, and I can pick through the dozens and dozens of different charms in order to complete the design I wish to have on each one. Anyway, so that's that with the organization, and here is the example of some of the outdoor photography now that I've been able to capture with some of the product. So here is the sun catchers that I make, and I've discovered that having them outdoors gives them that beautiful glow, and it's just so different than having it inside of my studio. I don't know if everyone knows, but I do also partake with making resin art, and these are the boxes and examples of how when I set these outdoors with the different things that I've put and placed around them, it just makes it look stunning. The photography level has went tenfold, I believe, up from just kind of having it in my studio on a blank background. Now I can throw what I want in different areas in this covered area, so I don't have to worry about my products necessarily, and I don't have to worry about the weather coming in and ruining everything that I've placed out here. But I just figured it'd be really fun to show you what I worked on. Obviously, none of this is going to be exactly the same in anyone else's space, but it gave me the inspiration to have this enjoyable space outdoors, and I hope in some way it inspires you to set up something similar, whether it be the organizing for the beads or something outdoors that gives you that natural light when you're actually making the photography for your products. I think this has been a super fun thing for me, and as you can see,